Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA. Today's matchup features the top-scoring pass offense in the NFL. The Vikings are #1 in pass TDs, and they go up against a Bears defense that will try to keep them out of the end zone. So with that, let's get up to the new U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are at the newest stadium in the NFL, and its inaugural year. There's a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings.
Minnesota Vikings.
Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in riding high. Just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team.
After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5.
Oh, really? God damn it.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They go play action here on first down.
Yes.
And he's got his tight end. This is Luke
Wasn't that Luke
Wilson.
Wilson to do something?
The 40, 30,
Oh my God, he's running out of stamina.
10,
Running out of stamina.
5,
Oh, yes.
touchdown,
Ooh.
Vikings.
That was close.
Luke Wilson, 99 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the
Wow.
audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy.
After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10.
Again?
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your race board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time.
I'm not
They
being
can't
so
expect that
far on
going
my
forward.
line.
We'll
It's
see
really
if
not
it's
nice.
that easy here. From his goal line here, Smith. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And a gain there of 11 yards.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one. Smith on first down.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Shorts has got it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And he finds a man. It's Wilson. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Somebody's just selling it. Bloody hell.
So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Minneapolis in just a moment.
Excuse me.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. On 1st down, Smith.
Oh, Jesus.
Escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Under.
From the 50, it's Smith. Going right side here, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 17 there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. Bell. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice
He's
game.
injured now.
Now we're going to get a stoppage.
Okay, no,
Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. This is turning into a bit of a death march here, the 13th play of this drive.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
From the 4, it's 2nd and goal.
Oh, come on, somebody.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them. If you're going to run the football,
damn it.
if you're going to throw it, something quick, get
That's
it out of your
annoying,
hands in a
actually.
hurry.
Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder.
Careful.
And Gostkowski's
Take your
kick
goddamn time with
is
it.
good.
Bloody hell.
And the lead moves to
I like
10-zip. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit.
Well, we could have got it if someone paid attention to where the ball was going.
Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw is Smith. Got a man complete.
Oh, Rick, stop pushing me all the way back.
Good for 5. It's
Bloody hell. Really annoying when they do that.
3rd down and 5.
Oh,
2
what
minutes
already?
to play here in the first half.
Hell, what the hell is the other team doing with
Minneapolis
whole time
after
on
this.
offense? Bloody hell.
A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And right side caught Hogan.
Nice.
And they're able to get this one down to the 25.
Someone else is down now.
One receiver right, that's Brown. On 1st and 10, Smith. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6.
Hate getting to this point.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Throwing again is Smith. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead, it just brings up 4th down.
This is getting ridiculous.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not.
Really?
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0.
That's not right.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And that will be incomplete.
You know
4
what?
ticks left here on the clock.
I have
It's
no
always
need
tough
to
for the guys throwing
keep
the
the ball.
football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Well, this is a new concept. It's 3rd down, but they've got the punt unit on.
I have no need to friggin' even try to do anything.
So we've reached the
If he fumbled
intermission,
that would have been
right
funny.
now it's a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where all right. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd.
Itchy face.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And to the tight end Olsen, right side. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
On 1st down, Smith. And Olsen over the middle. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They go play action here on 1st down.
Oh, no! God damn it.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And numbers to like, that's for sure here. Back-to-back good games. Maybe they found something last week that they can carry forward here, a little blueprint.
Yeah, we often talk about a defense seeing something that held a person down and implementing that themselves. In this case, I think exactly what you said. This is working. Until someone comes up with an answer for it, no reason to go away from it. Plus, let's just face it, he's as good as any receiver in the league. He's just playing at a really high level. They've got to continue to find ways to get him the ball.
From the red zone now, Smith.
Oh, he's wide open.
He will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Delaney Walker, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback.
He's like fun around him as well. He's in real.
Not at all.
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. On first down, it's Smith. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Brandon, we did watch him play well on tape last week, and it was a lot of fun to watch. And he put together some nice numbers, some really nifty plays, and he's doing it again this week. And what I'm seeing is the rest of his team starting to rise in confidence as well.
Rubbing off a little bit?
I think so, and I think that they're buying into him. They believe in him as their leader, which means that they're going to play better, try to make some better plays for him. I think we've seen that throughout this contest.
Those numbers certainly back you up.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch.
Oh, you sausage.
They want them on their team.
He was trying to get it to Cecil Shorts that time, and that'll bring up second down. Now, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play.
And this is caught for a touchdown. Now, hold everything here. Flying in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The
Damn
ref
it,
caught
man.
him through the flag.
It's quite jarring when it
They'll
happens.
put two receivers left, two to the right. Smith throwing again.
All right.
And this is caught at the 8. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their...
Get in! Touchdown! Minnesota. Le'Veon Bell, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings
Only his
are
third,
gonna add
bloody
on to
hell.
their lead.
Well, we got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical...
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Smith able to get away.
That's why you keep the
Oh,
legs
God.
turning.
He's going to fire this thing
Damn
to
it.
the right
This is
sideline. The wideout Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Back to the air, Smith on second down. And to the tight end.
Oh, for goodness sake.
And he's
That's
gonna
just
get this
annoying when
one
it
across
happens.
the
Can't do anything
30-yard
about it.
line. 15 yards through the air on a first They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on first down.
Oh, press circle ages ago.
They got him for a sack. And now they're in the hurry up. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Third and long, it's Smith.
Jesus Christ.
Incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 18. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Vikings defense getting ready to go. They forced the punt the last time, got off the field. I'm sure some of your D coordinators through the years, you liked when you heard those words, get off the field.
Oh, there's...
And we drop you into the start of this next...
No, let's get rid of.
You
can't do any worse than Alex Smith, so whatever. If you get injured now, then I'm pretty much screwed. This is what doesn't happen.
First chance for the backup here to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now back to throw. And complete to the tight end Walker right side. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Here's Bell. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Glover Quinn there on the stop.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole
What?
lot better there.
Which is falling to the ground.
Left side, Olsen. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not,
We're doing better than the Bears, so I'm fine with
the
that.
West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down.
After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10.
Why don't we end up here?
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
A bit too late.
Pick up a 14 there, and it'll give the Vikings a 1st down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love
Jesus,
to see the
I'm trying
grass
to
from the
friggin'
field,
turn around.
those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
Well, it's so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case,
see that guy running down as well.
And there was no gain at all for the runner.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Well, let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Bloody
So
hell.
possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will change here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Bears offense now.
Can they at least get 1 point? No, they couldn't even manage
So
that.
following the fumble, this offense will get another shot at it as they quickly head back onto the field. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for Minnesota, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Chicago, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.
Excuse me. $31-0. That is ridiculous. $350 people. Okay, fine. This is not bad. Okay, that's a mixed bag of too much stuff. I can legit just probably just sim the rest of this. If need be. One, two, 4 matches left already. Not bad. God. How can you tie? I don't understand how the ties even work in that. Bloody hell. Who do they tie with? Wait, who's last? I think it's the Steelers were last time I checked. Yep, still last. 2-10 with the Seahawks. Jesus. How are so many teams tying? That's too many teams that have to tie. Bloody hell. Okay, that's interesting. Nah. Slightly confused as to how I'm already at this point. Oh, he's injured. Bloody hell. 72. Anyone less than 72? Cornerback.
All right, man, eyes up, eyes up. Here. This play is all about timing. You guys mess up that timing, you'll never get home on the blitz. And we're putting the secondary on an island, so you guys got to get to the QB and force the throw.
Ready? Move 45! Move 45!
Sorry, but I kind of got blocked away from it, actually. No, don't push him towards the thing. God damn it. Nope. No. God damn. Bloody hell. No, God's sake. I hate this so much. God. No! Why would you push him towards the thing, you numbskull? For God's sake. Ah! Forget it. Oh, really? Damn. Thank you. Excuse me. Nope. Just confuse him with that. Nope.
Man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. The game is really starting.
I mean,
to
well
slow
done.
down.
You actually didn't do very crap.
What you're gonna do on Sunday. Good job.
$84 overall now. Yay.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. This is a team that comes into the game wishing there was more on the line, but the reality is they're just playing out the string at this point. Still, despite their disappointing season, you can be sure they'll be giving it their all here. It's the Vikings going up against the Bengals. And with that, we're off to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium. We join our announcing team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Excuse me.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. The give is to Bell. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Sliding out of the pocket. Over the middle to Garcon. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll be a Minnesota first down. The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have
oh, come on. He reacted too quickly to that.
I think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone?
Bloody hell.
They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
He finds his man, the tight end Olsen.
Someone's injured. Oh, jeez, he's crawling on the side. Jeez.
Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down.
He hurt his leg, he hurt his arm.
Nothing serious.
No, he's paralyzed.
While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
That'd be funny. Be different in a Madden game. And just pronounce dead on the field, and then that's that. That's how their career done. That legit is done.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. They go play action here on first down. The throw left side complete to Hogan. A gain of 6 there on first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender
in a double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big... Drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened.
Oh, cool.
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Jesus.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dive. And that's complete to Luke Wilson. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're going to go for it. It's Smith.
No, you're literally right in front of the damn thing. God damn it. Man, you could have caught if you actually bloody tried.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The Vikings offense now, they get ready.
Like, what's the point of just flying in the air like a goddamn moron? Just having your arms nowhere near the friggin' ball. Like a goddamn moron.
They've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Smith. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
The name of the game is always on defense. Put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit.
No! God's sake.
2nd interception in the 1st half.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky.
He's about to throw the damn thing.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, Smith.
Nope, I didn't want you to. I didn't do that.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing again is Smith. And to the tight end Olsen, right side. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The final shot here before break. Smith is throwing.
Yes.
Right
Oh my God.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Pierre Garçon in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Vikings are able to make this a... This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Brown, the lone receiver left. Smith now to throw. They will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's Smith, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Greg Olsen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. but now even more so because these tight ends aren't...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
On first down, it's Smith.
Yep.
And
see you.
left side, Olsen. Give him 11 on the gain there, and it'll be first down Vikings. And he is enjoying another fine performance just like a week ago. I mean, let's be honest, when he's playing like this, it creates a lot of matchup nightmares.
And it really does because it creates a ton of headaches. You try to design so many coverage for a guy like this, but truthfully, he should have an answer to anything that's thrown at him. If you throw a linebacker at him, he should have speed and agility on his side. If you throw a defensive back against him, he should have size on his side. So no matter what you throw at him, he should have the final answer. And in his last 2 games,
he has.
Oh, boy, has he ever.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. The throw left side complete to Hogan. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. To the air again, Smith. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Here's Smith. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. He's got the size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Now Smith.
Oh, it was a flag.
It's intercepted.
Another quick flag as well. What the hell?
And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Yes. Wait, no! Oh, god damn it! How are you not still doing holding calls?
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game.
How are they still doing holding calls, man? God's sake.
Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's back to throw. He gets this one to Garcon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Really nice little connection there. They go with the corner route, and it works out well.
And the best way to set up the corner route is to throw slants throughout the ball game so that when you're able to get back outside, the defender has to respect the inside game.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And that leads to a Minnesota first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And complete to the tight end.
Yeah. Oh my god. Now literally just hold him for the friggin' next minute and God, okay, good.
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Now the Vikings now heading on to the field. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It said
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense.
Excuse me.
That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. They come out here in the eye.
Now,
Well,
actually kind of painful.
taken down. Cameron Wake. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Oh my God.
And he
Good
takes
enough.
this down deep into Cincinnati territory. Well, I know at points in this one you
One
have to close your
point.
eyes because of all the
Jeez.
points that were being put on the scoreboard. Your
That's cutting it
defensive
too
guy,
close.
But it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
Oh Lord.
So for the Vikings, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL A Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.
Who's injured? So let's put on that 90 now. Interesting. Zakioi, free safety. Oops. How? What? How? Hold a minute. What? Who the hell was on the Steelers team? You got the highest rated team with these low rated people. What? How the hell have you got an 87 rating? Some scenes from the 77. No, it's 87 overall. What? I'm completely confused as to how they have such a high overall, but their team is so crap.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers continue to move through the season and want to find a way to secure win number 3 on the year. It's the Vikings going up against the Steelers. Set for the call of this Week 15 matchup, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, Smith. And caught left side, Olsen. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off.
Bloody hell.
Guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Here's Smith, and he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot.
Thank you. Goodbye. See you later.
Now he's free. Touchdown, Vikings. Pierre Garçon.
Excuse me.
His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken a first
Well, that's Garson's done already.
Well, that's how they envisioned
Coach, I'm sorry, but your team is just whack. I'm pretty sure Mike is gonna be fired this year. We're having a very, very crap team.
So the football will be at the 25.
It's the very, very crap show.
Get set to take over. And now out comes Minnesota. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result. Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Smith. Man over left side is
bloody
Brown.
hell.
And down inside the 15.
Don't even turn you around, like, hardly ever.
15 yards through the air and a first down. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Darren Lee coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to
you had it in your hand.
their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call. Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the pull.
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put him through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Smith on first down. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Greg Olsen, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about the guys out wide and how acrobatic they are.
After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've had to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Pierre Garçon, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. And out now come the Vikings. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Second down following the incompletion.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Over the middle here to Brown. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Again, Smith. Complete to the right. This is Garçon. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
His throw caught at about the 5. 22 yards on the pickup there. And the Vikings are going to have it now, first and goal. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps...
Yay.
In the end zone, touchdown, Minnesota. Cecil Shorts in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before...
This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Room here to run. It's a gain of 14 there, and it'll give the Vikings a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And now this is back-to-back weeks that he has treated us with a really solid performance.
We know he's great. We expect it. But this is pretty special what we're watching here. We're watching a guy in total command of every situation, throwing the ball well, guiding his team.
Oh, wow. Very nice. Very nice.
Greg Olsen, his 10th touchdown of the season's second of the game. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Vikings.
There we go. Out.
So this offense will head back out there. They're in excellent field position after the fumble recovery. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself,
I don't know if we're as bad as the Bears, I guess. They at least got a touchdown. The Bears don't even have a touchdown.
You love pressure. We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Throwing is Smith. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Delaney Walker, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage.
So this offense will head back out there, already an excellent field position thanks to the interception. And now out comes Minnesota. They come out here in the eye. After the interception, here's Smith. And they got the hook on. This is Olsen. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Greg Olsen, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year.
Okay, not doing as good as the Bears. I don't think. They've got way more points scored than them. How is an 87 rated team doing this badly in our league? It's kind of weird. I still don't know how they're 87 anymore. They're saying that like you have 2 guys at 90. Maybe some people are at 80 and then everyone else is like below 75.
Performance. It seems right now it doesn't matter how many guys they're going to put on him, he's going to catch the football.
And when you hit that zone, and that's what he's in right now, where
in the final quarter
is working well for him, and I think it's in combination with what the offense coordinator's doing. He's a primary target. He looks at his play sheet, knows he wants to get him the football, and has designed some routes effective for the last 2 weeks. He's really been fun to watch. And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist. Back now in Pittsburgh, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On second down, Peterson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact.
No, how'd you drop the...
Makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just
That shouldn't be incomplete pass on him. The guy dropped it like a friggin' moron.
I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it.
Oh,
and this is good. From 57 yards out.
Just about.
Away right there.
There we go.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
What the hell is going with his arms?
His
arms is broke.
Including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held him to no gain.
Back to throw here. And able to find Garcon. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and tell him to go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
So from the 40 to the 45, 5-yard run.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They're going to look to throw. Wilson snags it left side. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Peterson alone in the backfield. They go play action here on 1st down.
Oh, what the come on!
Jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle to Garcon. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
He's injured now.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Anyway, not my team.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Nope.
Oh,
yeah.
Had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 2. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll run for it with Peterson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. And now out comes Minnesota. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. Now back to throw.
No!
Trying to force it to his tight end Walker, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawks.
That was out of nowhere.
And he's able to get it back here.
Well, they still lost anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Minnesota, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.
Excuse me. Jokes. To do 2 games and then playoffs. That should be done next time.